All right, it's another day. I got most of the way through painting the gas tank. I ran out of paint. I was using spray paint for that. All the batteries were dead in my recording equipment. And then the power went out again last night, all night long. But I got everything charged up. I'm ready to record. I got more paint. So I'm gonna finish spray painting the fuel tank. I got fuel tank saddles around here somewhere. Right there. I got broken bolts. So I gotta get those out. Weld some nuts on probably. These ones are okay, but they're all stripped out. I think you see me mocking up this cross member. I was having trouble with the holes on the transmission side. I don't know, they were all boogered up or something, but I got it all straightened out finally. I had to drill new holes there. They were back about an inch because of the adapter. But I got that all mocked in, pulled it back out, sandblasted, painted. I got U-joints for drive shafts. I'm probably gonna put those in today. The rear one is the right length. The front one, not so much. So I'm gonna paint the tank first. Then I'm gonna remove the bolts out of the hangers. That'll let the tank dry. Then I'll have to paint those and move on to something else. When you're doing this, welding a nut to a broken stud, give it time to cool down before you try to spin it out, or else it's just going to spin the hot weld off of what you're trying to weld. So I'm trying to do all of these, and then I'll go back to the first one and weld it, or try to break it out. Usually they just fly right out the other side. I already put the new U-joint on the back end of that drive shaft. So the yoke is the same thing, couple clips, drive that son of a bitch out of there. Throw that stuff on the floor so you can trip on it. Clean out the groove. Let the clip goes in so you get a good seat with the new one. Usually the broke off tip of your knife will get in there nice. All right, now once you get the clips in there, this is going to be a little tight right here. Just take your hammer, give it a whack right there and right there on the ears, and the inertia will drive the caps out against the clips, and then that'll free that U-joint up so it's got some motion.
No need to hunt around. Hop to Tops for the best deals in town.
Get an incredible deal on Feaster ham. Sugaredale or Smithfield premium spiral sliced hams are an extra low $1.79 per pound.
Make it a real feast with a mega meat sale. Chicken, ground beef, steaks, pork, even crab legs. All buy one get one free in Sugaredale.
Plan the perfect size for berries for only $1.77 with super cookies. And potatoes are buy one get one free.
Party saves on dessert too. Ben and Jerry's and Perry Coffee are 3 for just $12.
This way. Tight.
Enhance your indoor or outdoor space. New Cummins are convenient, inexpensive to operate, clean, and never run out of gas. Metro Gas. Realistic costs, reliable performance.
All the joints are good.
Frontier's Fireplace Gallery.
Nice.
Download Upside and fill up my tank. Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code MOST to get an extra 25 cents. You can cash out anytime right to your bank to PayPal, gift card for Amazon and other brands. Free Upside app and use promo code MOST.
That's how I roll. 5/8 reamer. This is an amazing drill bit to have. What else? These are the starter bolts. They've been sitting around. I guess I could try to put that on. That's a 2010 Ford Power Stroke starter. It's going to go in there. Write that down, the part number. If for some reason you're deciding to do this Cummins in a square body and you want to use a Chevy transmission, you buy that adapter from somewhere. I got that one from Summit. They offer you all the stuff like bolts and hardware that you need to make that work, okay? These are the bolts for the starter. This is the starter. 2010 generation Ford Power Stroke is what the starter is for. It's on the opposite side of the stock Cummins starter. So this is the first gen. The stock starter is over here on the other side, be the driver's side. So not really sure, because the Chevy transmission is set up for the passenger side. So I don't think this is any special operation, so I'm just gonna put it on there. Trying to figure out what the orientation is for this. All right. So that's it. Two bolts there. Then there's an Allen head in that hole right there. What do you want to do next? Cut that right about there. Here's my fuel pickup. The hose is short, but it's also rotten right there. So I got another piece of line. I can swap this out for that hard line. It's gonna be just inside the frame rail right below there. Kind of mocking this up. Now I'm just trying to figure out where these P-clamps are gonna go. I got my return line. I got P-clamps that'll fit it. I got a buffer between the saddle and the fuel tank. I got my tank straps. I'm gonna put all that together now. This is all working out pretty good. Getting the fuel lines kind of mocked up in there. They're gonna be permanent here in a minute. It's just making sure, routing them and getting all the right bends in them. There's where I got that one fastened. That's how the rest of them are going to be fastened. There's only 3 of them. 1, 2. Well, the return line technically only has 2. Okay, now that we know where all the tools are, we'll bring you over here and get these straps bolted onto the saddles. Throw the tank in there. I'll show you what I'm using for a barrier so it's not metal to metal. Being a truck driver, I just cut up a piece of old mud flap to put on the saddle. That way the tank and the saddle aren't rubbing metal to metal. Put these on there. We made them. Might as well. They're universal. They'll go on either way. We got a hole in our fuel tank probably. Could be. This is the pickup line going to the engine. The return line is going to come through this hole, hook up right here. I don't know. I'm hoping that's just a vent and I can vent it. I got to figure out what's next. We'll get back with you.